guitar buddies. Classic Prince there, just as long as we're together. Let's start by looking at the chords for the intro, which are also used in the chorus. So it starts with this sequence of 4 chords. So I start with a C major 7. Then I played a B7 sharp 5. So that's 7, 7 on the D string, 8 on the G string, 8 on the B string. That's your sharp 5 note, G. Nice jazzy chord. Then I play A minor 9th. So 5, 5, 5, 5 on the D, G and B strings, 7 on the top string. Now you could just play an A minor 7. That's just, you know, that works fine too. Because these are just variations of the keyboard chords, basically. Then a B7. And you play that 3 times, and then after the 3rd time, just stop on an E minor. And then this riff kicks in, this nice funky riff. Okay, so we've got, it's around the E blues scale, E, D, B, B flat, A, G, A, B flat, A, G, E, A, G, E, D, E. So 9, 7, 9, 8, 7, 10, 7, 8, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7. Nice, and of course, you know, nice to play it slightly muted. Give it that funky sound. Okay, so classic little riff there. And then we're into the verse. And there's a leading chord that takes us into the verse. So if you want to play it, you know, it's played on keyboards, but I was playing a flat major 7 with an added 9th and an added 13th. An added 9th, 13th. So that's A flat, the root, G, the 7th, C, the 3rd, F, the 13th, B flat, the 9th. So 4, skip the A string, 5, 5, 6, 6. Lovely kind of jazzy chord, which kind of leads us chromatically into the chords for the verse. Now the actual chords, played a G major 7, A minor 7, B7 sharp 5, E minor 7. Okay. But for the guitar part, I was playing mainly just the top 3 strings, just emphasising those to make it a little funkier. So I'm playing my G major 7 on 5, 7, 7, 7. And then if you listen to the record, you can kind of hear a high B and a high D, sorry, and G. So I'm playing on top of that A minor 7 chord and A minor 7 sus4. So E, A, D, G, 14, 14, 15, 15. Then a B7 sharp 5, but also with a flat 9. So that's a C note on top. Again, very jazzy. So that's 7, 8, 8, 8. And then add in, and just for the E minor, I was just playing E, G, B. Then add in my little finger to add the minor 7th on 10. So play that sequence twice, and the 3rd time stop on a B7. So that B7 chord takes us into the chorus, And to get there, there's a leading chord. So that first chord is a D flat major 7, which I just resolve to a C major 7. And then we're into the same chords as we played on the intro. Everything's alright. Everything's alright. So after that B7 chord, we then go to an E minor 7 and a C9 chord. Back to E minor 7, C9, and then we end it with the... So next we'll take a look at the keyboard melody for the intro. For the keyboard melody, I've added a wah-wah pedal. So that first phrase, I'm playing around the E blues scale. So I start on a D, hammer into an E, then a G, back to an E. So 12, 14, 12, 14. Then 12, 14, G to A. Slide to a B on 16. Back to A on 14. Back to G on 12. E on 14. Then end the phrase on an A on 14. And I like to do a little hammer to that A. You know. And then we add a C note this time. So I'm starting the phrase in the same way. D, E, G, A. Then sliding again to B. Play the C this time on 17. Back to B on 16. 14 A. G. Back to E. 12. Then again. Same start. Then B on 16. A, G, E, then A, G, E. So I'll play the whole thing slowly. Okay, so that's the keyboard melody. Next we'll take a look at the bass part. So for the bass, we start with some octaves. C, B, A, B. 3 times. So 8, 10, 7, 9, 5, 7, 7, 9. And then the third time we play stop on an E on 7 on the A string. And then we play this fast. Okay, so what I'm playing there is E, D, B, B flat, A, G, A, B flat, A, G, A, G, E, D, E. Okay? 9, 7, 9, 8, 7, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. Okay, and then we're into the verse, and for the verse I'm just playing, we've got a leading chord that sort of takes us into the verse, so I'm just playing an A flat there, and then start on a G. I'm just sort of slapping with my thumb there, then to an A on 5, then to a B, and over the E minor 7 chord I'm playing E, A, D. So 7, 5, 7, 7. 7 on the A, 5, 7 on the D, 7 on the G. And I play that again. Okay, and again, stop, and then we're into the, got a leading tone, a D flat, then we play what we played on the intro just once, C, B, A, B, so we've got that leading tone on 9, and then everything's alright. When we go to that part of the chorus, we go to an E, to a C. So we've got an E on 7 and 9, C on 3 and 5, and then we've got that riff again to finish it off. Okay, so that's the basic bass part for the kind of verse chorus, and there's a little bridge section. Okay, so we do that riff again, then we got, so this is for the instrumental, which we're going to kind of play through next, but I'll just take you through it on the bass. So we've got B to E, and then there's a kind of keyboard run up, and then for the instrumental we're just got this repeating. Then we're into our that again, and then we've got some stabs. One, so I'm playing a B, the C, E, and then play C again, then a C sharp in octaves, classic kind of climb, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 8, so D flat, D, E flat, and then we go round and round with the kind of chorus section, the E to the C, and then you'll hear that there's occasionally a little, this goes around for a long time, kind of funking out. That kind of thing, and there's a section where you'll hear, just go C to D, C to D, and then back into it. Okay, and so we'll look at the instrumental section next, which we just played through, and then we'll take a look at the jam section at the end. Now for the bridge instrumental section, after that run, we play a B7 chord to an E minor, and over that E minor chord, the keyboards play this phrase that takes us into the solo. E, F sharp, G, A, B, D, E, G. 14, 11, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. And then we're into the solo. that first phrase on the E blues scale, I'm playing an E on 17, then playing this run down the scale, starting on D, D, B, D, B, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, then going to a B. So 15, 14, 15, 15, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, slide to 16. And then we bend that note, a semitone to C, release, and play 12 G to A. So back to the B. Again bend. And then same again. G, A. Then finish on an E note. And that E note is over the bass and guitar run that we played earlier. Now following the instrumental section, we've got quite a long section where it goes from E minor 7 to C9 again. And over that, instead of playing the chords, just for variety, I was playing around the E minor pentatonic scale. Just some funky licks around the 12th position. So E, D, also some little bends on the G. That kind of stuff fits nicely over that kind of thing. You can just improvise and have some fun with it. Now the end section, we've got a big old jam. So I just played a few ideas around which you can improvise yourself, because there's lots going on in there. So one basic kind of lick I was playing was just a hammer from a D to an E, and just pulling that with my finger, and then just playing with my thumb a couple of E's on the open E string. Okay, and then varying that a bit, adding this lick on top. So I'm just playing D, E, G, A. 7, 9, 7, 9, open. Very funky. And on the kind of bridge section where it goes to an A, I was playing. Again, these are just ideas around which you can play around with. But I was playing A, G, A, so 5, 7, 5, 7. Then hammering D to E. 5 to 7 on the A string, 5 to 7 on the D string. Back to A, and put an open B in the bass. Okay, so that's just a few ideas for the jam section at the end. As always with the jam, it's great just to improvise, play around, have some fun. And next we'll look at the guitar. Now some Prince style ideas for the end section would be That lick that I was playing, A, B, D, E, 12, 14, 12, 14 on the A and the D strings, back to A, B. I also just played around the 12th fret, just kind of doing some muted, some funky kind of muted strumming, and I also did little B, bend, a slight bend on the G, so 12, slight bend to an E, and a very little funky slide from C sharp and E, so at 16 and 14 on the A and D strings, to B and D. On the A section, I played a very James Brownish A9 chord, but with a 13. So, added my little finger on the 14th fret. Okay, on the stabs, I played an E7 sharp 9, what's often called the Hendrix chord. You know, all great little funky little tricks there. So, you know, it's a jam section. Just, you've got the E minor pentatonic. You've got the A kind of 9 chord. It's just great fun to play around and enjoy. So, great tune and classic Prince. So enjoy just as long as we're together. Thank you.